Overpass has been hacked. The SOC team, Paradox, congratulations on the promotion, noticed suspicious activity on a late-night shift while looking at shibes, and managed to capture packets as the attack happened. Can you work out how the attacker got in and hack your way back into Overpass production server? Note, although this room is a walkthrough, it expects familiarity with tools and Linux. I recommend learning basic Wireshark and completing CC, pentesting, and learn Linux as a bare minimum. Open Wireshark and load the PCAP that was just downloaded. Look for an HTTP packet with a post request to see what was the page that was used to upload a reverse shell. Right-click on the HTTP packet, then click Follow, then HTTP stream. What was the URL of the page they used to upload a reverse shell? From the same HTTP stream, we can answer the second question. What payload did the attacker use to gain access? Next is to look for TCP packet with PSH, ACK flags, as they are signs of more data getting transmitted, so mostly a sign of persistence for me. Right-click on the packet you think is interesting and choose Follow, and then TCP stream. What password did the attacker use to Prevesk? On the same TCP stream where we found James's password, you can find what the attacker used for persistence. How did the attacker establish persistence? On the same TCP stream, we can see the list of users through the etc. shadow with their hashed passwords. First, put the entries you found from etc. shadow to a file and use John the Ripper to crack the hashed passwords. Type sudo john wordlist equals mnt c users jello coon /documents /TryHackMe /wordlist /wordlist.txt mnt c users jello coon documents TryHackMe overpass 2 /foundusers.txt wordlist equals mnt c users jello coon /documents /TryHackMe /wordlist /wordlist.txt. We were asked to use the wordlist fasttrack.txt. By using the wordlist option, we are telling John to use a specific file instead of using its default john.lst. foundusers.txt is the name I gave the file that has the list of users and hashed passwords found in etc. shadow. Using a fast-track wordlist, how many of the system passwords were crackable? We will have to use the show option to display all of the cracked passwords. Type sudo john show foundusers.txt. The next three questions can be answered by analyzing the script that was used for the persistent connection. Google the answer to question number 4 to see the code and answer the next questions. What's the default hash for the backdoor? What's the hard-coded salt for the backdoor? What was the hash that the attacker used? We will have to go back to the PCAP file we downloaded at the beginning of this write-up and go to the same TCP stream that we analyzed to see the hash that was used in the attack. Now, let's crack the hash to see what was the password so we can use it to SSH onto the victim machine. First, we have to analyze which hash was used in conjunction with the hard-coded salt to retrieve our target password. There are only 2 hashes to choose from, and unluckily, I chose the wrong hash as my first trial and error. So, I put one of the hashes and the salt together in a $pass, $salt format. And used a hash analyzer. I was able to identify that it was using the SHA 512 algorithm. I combined the hash that was used and the hard-coded salt into one line and saved the file as hash.txt. Run hashcat to crack the hash.txt we saved just above this line. results.txt is where I want the cracked hash to get redirected. Hash.txt is the file where the hashed and salted password is put together in one line. /usr/share/wordlist/rocku.txt we were instructed to use the rocku wordlists to crack the hash. Crack the hash using rocku and a cracking tool of your choice. What's the password? The attacker defaced the website. What message did they leave as a heading? Just visit the site by typing the IP address on the URL bar of a browser. Now, let's SSH into the victim machine using the password that we found in question 9. Type SSH James at 10.10.128p2222. James, we are using the username James to authenticate through SSH. P2222 is to specify that we want to use port 2222 and not the default port 22 for SSH. Do a search for user.txt by typing find name user.txt 2 greater than dev null. Have to use 2 greater than dev null so we don't get all the permission denied messages entries. Now type cat/home/james/user.txt to retrieve the flag. What's the user flag? I should have been using the binary file sudo_bash to escalate my privilege. Type sudo_bash p to execute the bash file and the p to exploit the sudo binary. We have to type find name root.txt 2 greater than dev null again to search for the root flag location. What's the root flag? I hope you guys learned something from this walkthrough. This was another fun room coming from Ninja JC01. Please subscribe to my channel to get updates when something new is posted. Happy hacking everyone!